Many of you know one of my favorite channels on YouTube was All Gas No Brakes. I'm using the past tense because All Gas No Brakes as we know it has been put in the dirt, buried, sent straight to hell by a predatory company called Doing Things Media. That is our anime villain for this arc. So just to give a brief background on everything, All Gas No Brakes is a channel fronted by Andrew, who's probably the last great journalist. He is the final raid boss of beautiful journalism. He goes to the goofiest conventions and meetups and puts a mic in front of them and a platform to just express their deepest inner thoughts. A lot of times they come across like actual lunatics right out of a fucking asylum, and then other times it's actually pretty informative. Andrew's microphone is like a Millennium item from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, this shit is an actual magical item that somehow draws out the crazy from anyone he puts it in front of. It's so fun. Like, he'll go to Talladega and he gets like 40 people that for some reason are all talking about butthole. It's incredible. Everything Andrew posted on All Gas No Brakes was gold. I've been a huge fan of the channel for a long time, and seeing him blow up over the last year or 2 years has just been really great because I think he truly deserves it. But what he didn't deserve is what Doing Things Media did to him. Just like a bidet, they cleaned his ass. You see, when Andrew was just a young man, a brand new Boy Scout to the internet, Doing Things Media gave him an RV and $4,000, and from that point forward tried to control his entire fucking life, like the puppet master pulling his strings. They wanted their dick into every single one of Andrew's holes. And recently Andrew made a post on Instagram saying that he no longer makes any money from All Gas No Brakes or the Patreon, so he has really no affiliation with either of those anymore, as those both seem to be controlled by Doing Things Media. This means something must have gone awry with the deal that the two had, and Doing Things Media has completely locked him out of the empire he built. Now, if I had to hop in the mystery machine, eat some Scooby snacks, and take a guess at what went wrong with the contract, I would wager that Doing Things Media was taking an absurdly high percentage, like a lot of these companies used to do, like Machinima and shit. And as Andrew continued to grow, he became less comfortable with the massive percentage they were taking from his cut. So he probably wanted to renegotiate the contract, to which Doing Things Media pissed their pants, flipped over a desk, and kicked Andrew out of the office, spitting and cursing his name, which leaves us in the situation we're at now. I went over and showed a lot about this on stream the other night, so I'm just going to play those clips, and then after that I'm going to go a little bit more in detail. All Gas No Brakes. As many of you know, that was like one of my favorite channels on YouTube. I don't know how many of you know this, but All Gas No Brakes is dead. Oh, Jesus. Andrew, the guy, is not dead. I mean the channel. Sorry. The channel is dead. So, definitely phrased that poorly. The channel is dead. What happened is the deal between Andrew and the parent, Doing Things Media, has led to him being thrown off of this channel and the Patreon. So he no longer makes any money from All Gas No Brakes channel or the Patreon because Doing Things Media is a predatory piece of shit. Yeah. So All Gas No Brakes, the channel, is gone. I'm sure they're going to try and move on without Andrew, considering that's all they have. Doing Things Media is truly fucking horrendous. Look at what they own. Literally all they have is Instagram meme pages that steal other people's memes. And then for some reason they also had All Gas No Brakes. It's so fucking sad. They really took advantage of it, Andrew. They really fucking did. I was reading about it the other day. And then, what's his Instagram? Yeah, he talks about it in this. I hate Instagram. Man, Instagram fucking sucks. But yeah, he made a post kind of detailing what's going on. Again, pretty much what I just said. Doing Things Media fucked him in the ass raw. He seems like a really good guy, too. Definitely didn't deserve it. He built that shit from the ground up. Doing Things Media did nothing for him. Well, I mean, they gave him the RV and $4,000. Yeehaw. I mean, it's not all doom and gloom, though. He also has a deal with Tim from Tim and Eric. So I believe what's going to happen is Tim's company, Absolutely Productions, are going to fully take on Andrew, and they'll probably create their own thing. So it's not completely the end, but All Gas No Breaks, that YouTube channel, is Doing Things Media, and we will probably never see Andrew on that again. Really sad story. Andrew got machinimud. Now, it's important to note that Andrew never says Voldemort's name. He never mentions Doing Things Media. However, he does mention that the root of all the evil that he's experiencing right now comes from a contract that he signed with an employment company that loaned, or with a production company that loaned him the RV and shit like that, which Doing Things Media did. So, I mean, it's pretty clear that it's most likely Doing Things Media. I'll keep it a little open-ended because ambiguity is pretty cool, I suppose, creates a nice mystery. But I think we all know who's behind the mask here. Doing Things Media is a conglomerate, I suppose, that literally only steals memes. Almost everything they own is Instagram meme pages that they lift from Reddit and Facebook. It's pathetic. I don't know how they got so lucky to have this golden goose with All Gas No Breaks. It's fucking wild to me. And what's even crazier is they have the chutzpah, the gall, to think that they can continue to run the All Gas No Breaks channel without Andrew. That channel is Andrew's expression. People tune in for Andrew doing these interviews. I don't think there's going to be too many people excited to see his Season 2 replacement where they bring in fucking Paul Blart to do the interviews at FurryCon or whatever. It's not going to be the same, and people aren't going to watch it as much, and it'll eventually fizzle out and die like a little wet fart into the wind, and All Gas No Breaks, that beautiful channel, will be going out with a whimper instead of a bang. All because Doing Things Media is greedy and overconfident in themselves. Even on their own website, they say All Gas No Breaks grew on Instagram as if it was their doing. Like, them posting an All Gas No Breaks clip on a fucking meme page of golfers doing things helped them in any way. Andrew grew this shit on his own. He pulled up his fucking bootstraps, pulled that shit up to his goddamn nipples, and went hard on great content. Doing Things Media did not grow this channel. Andrew did. And they kicked him out of his baby. It's sad. I really cannot believe the hubris of them to think that this was in any way a good idea. This company should have been fluffing Andrew's dick when it was soft, bending over backwards for him. If he wanted to spit in their face, they should have accepted it with an open mouth. They only have Andrew. Everything else they own is not even close. It's all fucking meme pages that are dying on their own. It makes no sense that they would think that they can strong-arm Andrew when he should have all the power in negotiation since he is their biggest outlet. Now, of course, you could say, oh, but Charlie, some of the pages they own have more Instagram followers than Andrew had subscribers. But there's a big difference between an Instagram follower that doesn't engage with your content, where like on fucking golfers doing things you have 200 likes on the newest post and shit like that, versus a massive YouTube channel pulling in millions of views per video. It's not comparable at all. Andrew, on every single one of their things I looked through, is by far their biggest. And for some reason, they decided to try and slap him around a little bit, and it didn't work. Andrew is no longer associated with it, and I don't understand how Doing Things Media thinks that they were in any way doing a good thing here. They lost their golden goose. It would have made more sense if they just tried to appease him and kept him under the Doing Things Media blanket, considering he's their most well-known and biggest one. It's so fucking dumb. And it's absolutely shameless that they take from Patreon, too. Locking him out of his own Patreon, as if they had any role in that. That's people that directly wanted to support him and the channel, and they're taking that shit away, too, which is fucking crazy. So I'm guessing the contract meant that they owned everything. They had a piece of everything Andrew would ever do in his life, which is probably what scared him away from them and their refusal to renegotiate. These are all just guesses, of course, but that's what it seems like based on his Instagram post, and just based on the history of these kind of channels like Machinima and other MCNs like that. They have oftentimes done some extremely shady, sketchy, and just disgusting practices, taking advantage of people that are young and don't really know the landscape. It's pathetic, and now YouTube lost one of its most interesting channels on the platform, and it's sad. That's really about it. I just wanted to talk about this because it seems almost nobody knows about this. I know Ethan talked about it on the podcast recently, but that's the only other person I've seen even mention this happening, which is surprising because All Gas No Breaks is beloved on the internet, but it seems like just not a whole ton of people know about this. So hopefully this will let you all know that you can expect some changes in All Gas No Breaks Season 2, if they even try to move on without him, which they shouldn't. And hopefully we'll see more of Andrew and see more of his interviews and his content going forward, where he's probably going to be making some even better stuff with Absolutely. So that's really about it. See ya.